I'm so full of apprehension, but I suppose that's normal, considering the circumstances. Have you ever been married, Chaperone?
No. I drink for pleasure, not out of necessity.
Your ice water, madam. I'm afraid we're fresh out of olives.
Have you ever been married, underling?
Heavens no, madam. If I'm going to serve a woman, I prefer to be paid for my efforts.
Oh, you two. I know it seems crazy to give up a successful career to marry a man I hardly know, but somehow, well, for some reason, when I look into his eyes, his big monkey eyes, oh gee, I get all woozy, and that's love, isn't it?
Not necessarily. The wooziness could be caused by any number of things. For instance, I'm woozy right now, and I'm certainly not in love.
Now, Beatrice Stockwell was famous for her rousing anthems. She entertained and inspired the troops in every major world conflict up to and including the Falklands War. Of course, by then she was in her late 80s and her anthems didn't so much rouse as stupefy. Still, she demanded a rousing anthem in every show she ever did. You just couldn't say no to her. That's star power.
Really? You're not being the least bit helpful. Couldn't you just allay my fears with a few choice words of inspiration?
Inspiration. Really, dear, that isn't my forte.
Yes, but if you could, there's...
As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to do. Still we bumble our way through life's crazy labyrinth, barely knowing left from right, nor right from wrong. And the best that we can do is hope a bluebird will sing his song as we stumble along.
Well, that was quite nice, Chaperone, but I just don't see how that pertains to my situation.
Let me explain.
Oh, no, that's not really necessary.
It's a dismal little world in which we live. It can bore you till you've nothing left to give. 7 overrated wonders, 7 underwhelming seas, 6 excruciating continents, Antarctica. Oh, please. Still, you mustn't let it lick ya, this planet, oh so bland. Keep your eyeball on the highball in your hand. As we stumble along, cross life's crowded dance floor, as we push and we shove, we live and we learn. And when we finally leave the bar and we see that morning star, we pull our bootstraps up and homeward turn. Then we stumble away through dawn's blinding sunbeams, barely knowing right from right, nor left from wrong. But as long as we can hear that little bluebird
rousing anthem to alcoholism. And that's what I love about her. She just does her own thing whenever she wants to, regardless of the needs and concerns of others. My mother was like that.
I don't know. I'm still conflicted. Please, just tell me, is Robert the man for me?
My dear, that's something you're going to have to figure out for yourself.
But I just don't know if he loves me.
Why don't you ask him? Why don't you say, Roger, do you love me?
It's Robert, and I'm not allowed to see him. In fact, it's your job to keep me away from him.
Yes, and I take that responsibility very seriously. However, I'm just at this particular moment feeling terribly, terribly drowsy. I'm afraid I'll have to have a lie down. Now, whatever you do, don't go into the parlor seeking out your fiancé to ask him the question upon which your future happiness depends.
Oh, thank you, Chaperone. Well, I just have to know if he loves me.
Such a skinny fool. Still I envy her. When will love come crashing through my door?
La 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 la.
Look who it is. Aldolpoho, come to seduce the bride.
I am Aldolpoho.
Try not to think about the poodles while you're listening to this part.
I am Aldolpoho, and you are bride.
No, I'm not.
What? This is bridal suite, and you are only one here. Therefore, you must be bride.
That's an interesting argument, but I'm afraid you are a moron.
What?
Me no bride. Perhaps I can take a message?
Yes, very good. Dear Van de Graaff bride, I must make love to you and transport you to a place of ecstasy. Sooner is better. Sign Aldolpoho, king of romance.
Well, you saw through my little facade. You found me out.
Ah, so you are bride.
Apparently so. Take me, a doll face.
No, no, no. Not Aldolpoho. Aldolpoho. You must remember, for when we are making love and you are screaming, you must say the right name, or it will spoil everything. How can I make you remember? I'm sure that you have heard the name Aldolpoho, a ladies' man who wins acclaim. Aldolpoho. Well, lovely miss, I am the same Aldolpoho. I introduce myself. I am Aldolpoho.
Nice to meet you. Shall we?
Not so fast. Now, just in case you didn't hear Aldolpoho, I'll try to make it very clear, Aldolpoho. The lovely ladies always cheer Aldolpoho. When I repeat myself, I am Aldolpoho.
Understood.
I can sing it high, Aldolpoho. I can sing it low, Aldolpoho. I can sing it very fast, Aldolpoho. I can sing it slowly. I do it for you now, but it would take hours. Now, let us see if you can remember my name.
I'll give it a shot.
Now, who's the fellow that you see?
Aldolpoho.
And how should you refer to me?
Aldolpoho.
And who is it I'll always be?
Aldolpoho.
Sing it proudly.
You are Aldolpoho.
Now let me spell it out for you. To all you lovely ladies who didn't hear for some reason, maybe you are hard of hearing or something. I don't know. It goes, oh, no. Fo. I am Aldolpoho.
That was my mother's favorite number. I think she had a secret fantasy to be swept off her feet by a Latin lover. A real Latin lover, not some buffoon. But that's what musicals are all about, right? Romantic fantasy, falling in love at the drop of a hat, spontaneous tangoing, suddenly finding yourself in an insanely romantic setting.
I'm an accident waiting to happen. La da 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 da. La da 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 da.
Robert, look out!
It's okay, madam. It's my wedding day, so I have to wear a blindfold.
A blindfold?
I'm sorry. Who am I speaking to anyhow?
Well, it's me. I mean, me. Mimi from France.
This scene couldn't be more ridiculous.
So, you are marrying Jonathan van der Graaff? No?
Oui.
I hear she is very beautiful.
Oui.
And glamorous.
Oui, oui.
Is it true that she has an exceptionally broad range and excels at playing both comedic and dramatic roles?
I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time placing your accent. What part of France are you from?
The middle part, where they make the toast. Oh, what were we talking about? Oh, yes, your fiancé.
That's right.
So tell me, when was the moment that you knew that she was the one for you?
It's a funny story, actually. We were standing on the Lido deck of the Isle de France.
Yes.
And I was entertaining her with stories of my father's oil interests.
And then what happened?
And then I looked into her eyes, her big glamorous eyes, and I felt all woozy.
And then you fell! And then you fell.
Right on my keister. And that's when I said, well, I guess I don't have my sea legs yet.
But we haven't left the dock.
That's what she said. And that's when I knew it must be love.
And then what happened?
And then I said, there was a time I could stop on a dime. Forbearance was one of my talents. But since you've come around, I can't hold my ground. I'm consistently losing my balance. I'm an accident waiting to happen. I'm a mishap about to ensue. I'm a toy on the stair, a three-legged chair, a hem that's been caught by a shoe. When my two lovesick arms started flapping, there was nothing my ankles could do. I'm an accident waiting to happen. So how be I happen to you?
And then what?
And then she joined in.
When men say I'm sweet and they fall to my feet, my heart doesn't beat any faster. But since you lose control, it my soul. So I'm bracing myself for disaster. You're an accident waiting to happen.
That's right.
A catastrophe destined to be.
That's me. I'm the rags in the cellar.
A broken umbrella, a branch hanging loose from a tree. I can see myself jumping and clapping, or a man who lives dangerously. You're an accident waiting to happen, so hurry and happen to me. And then what?
And then we kissed.
You're an accident waiting to happen, so hurry and happen to me. Wait a minute. You kissed a strange French girl on your wedding day.
Oh no, what have I done?
Well, it seems that a blindfold and a fake French accent have led to a terrible misunderstanding. What a mess. Will it all work out in the end? Of course it will. It's a musical. It's not real. Everything always works out in the end in musicals. It's real life where nothing ever works out, and the only people who burst into song are the hopelessly deranged.
Mr. Feldzeig!
Where's that philandering foreigner?
Mr. Feldzeig!
How long can it take to seduce one bride?
Mr. Feldzeig, you don't need Janet no more.
Kitty.
I've been working on a mind-reading act. Presenting Kitty the Incomprehensible. Now, think of something.
Oh, I'm thinking of something, all right.
I think I'm getting it. Pick up some milk and a loaf of rye bread. And don't forget to shave your legs.
You're reading your own mind, you idiot.
Oh, no wonder it was so easy.
Mr. Feldzeig, it would appear that the wedding is proceeding according to schedule. Now it's time I think you receive your just desserts. What do you think, partner? Should we whip up something special for Mr. Feldzeig?
Yeah.
How about the Toledo Surprise? Excellent choice, partner.
Toledo Surprise, I never heard of that.
Of course you haven't. That's because most people who have heard of it never heard of it again.
That means they're dead.
We'll share the recipe with you. Yeah. First you chop the nuts. Then you pound the dough. Then you mix it up nice and slow. Then you got your Toledo Surprise.
Can you give me that recipe again?
It's a very simple recipe, Mr. Feldzeig. First you chop the nuts. Then you pound the dough. Then you mix it up nice and slow. Then you got your Toledo Surprise. Let's show 'em. All right.
Hold it. What style? What grace? What rhythm? Open your fist. Now shake 'em. Now give me that recipe one more time. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Go!
Chop the nuts, pound the dough, bake it up nice and slow. Then you got a Toledo Surprise.
Now sell it.
Pick the peach, peel the skin, mush it up, throw it in. That's a tasty Toledo Surprise.
Now you're
First you
cooking.
beat it up, and then you sweet it up. When you heat it up, if it tries to rise, don't let it, it's a snap. Try it, folks. Whip your whites, split your yolks, then you got a Splendido Toledo Surprise.
You boys are naturals.
Honest?
Yeah, keep it up. I'll go work on my contract.
Hey!
A 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mr. Feldzeig, ooh, what's going on here?
I'm working on a new act.
Toledo Surprise.
You mean you're gonna put gangsters in the show and you won't put me in it? They're not even in the union.
Shh, Kitty, you got it all wrong. The new act, it's for
you, and these boys, they're your backup dancers.
Backup dancers? Holy cats! What? That hot Toledo dies to my libido. Good? Yes, indeed-o. Sugary, yum, yum. Surprise! Squeeze the cream, grease the pan, lick the spoon, flip the flan, makes you bust your tuxedo. Toledo surprise!
Wait! Aldolpoho make announcement. Wedding is off. Aldolpoho has made love to bride.
Disgusting.
That's not the bride, you idiot. That's the chaperone.
What?
The wedding is on.
The wedding is off. What? Robert kissed a French girl. Her name is Mimi. She is very beautiful.
I'm sorry, Janet. I just couldn't help myself. She was just like you, only French.
Oh!
Sweet mother of pearl.
Underling,
Yes, madam.
what is all this commotion about?
The wedding, madam.
Oh, is there going to be a wedding?
Not anymore. What a tragedy. What a wonderful, wonderful tragedy. Clear the floor, boys. Let me show them how it's done. First you beat it up, then you sweet it up. When you heat it up, if it tries to rise, don't let it.
Oh, Mr. Feldzeig.
Toledo surprise.
Surprise?
Wait till it's ready.
Surprise?
Wait until it's ready.
Surprise?
Wait until it's ready.
Now it's looking ready.
Surprise!
You got it.
Makes me twitch, makes me shake. This dessert takes the cake, hits me like a torpedo. Toledo surprise.
Toledo surprise.
Toledo surprise.
Surprise.
Surprise!
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 Chop the nuts, pound the dough, bake it up, nice and slow. Then you got a Toledo, Toledo surprise.
Then you got a Toledo, 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 then you got a Toledo.
Surprise! Wait till it's ready.
Surprise!
Wait till it's ready.
Surprise!
That's a tasty Toledo surprise.
Why are we dancing? Our dreams are in tatters.
I know, but the tune is just so infectious.
Oh, Robert,